Great rise and beautiful natural beings. Great rise and beautiful natural beings. How's it going? So this is your girl, revereskye. Revereskye's essence. Let's talk for a minute. So I am in phase 5 of my liquid fast. I noticed I wasn't drinking enough water. Like literally was not drinking enough water. So I've been chugging down 4 bottled waters. Like back to back. And even though I'm taking the vitamins, my urine is running clear like it's supposed to. I think when you drink a smoothie a day, your body is not craving water. You have to force your body to drink water. And it makes me think about all the times I've ever eaten. Like, let's say if I go out to eat to like a steakhouse, burgers, whatever, pasta, I got to keep drinking, and I desire all this ice water, right? Because I don't really drink. Like, I'll drink sweet tea, I'll drink lemonade, I'll drink a fruit juice, but I don't really care for sodas unless it's ginger ale, right? And I notice, I'm like, dog, how much sodium? Sodium makes you thirsty, not salt. Sodium. And I bet you like, well, Sky, salt is sodium. No, it's not. It's different. Like them burgers and stuff, them wings and stuff, 9 out of 10, they might have MSG on them, monosodium glutamate, right? Some millionaire scientists that's making companies millionaires and addicted and attached to foods, right? But when you have no attachments to food and you're actually eating to live and not live to eat, you don't need as much water. Like, I sat up there and sprinkled all that pink salt on that lime and ate it and still never got thirsty. Still never felt like, oh, I chewed on all them sunflower seeds, meaning the whole sunflower seed, and spit out the woody stuff. Not pop them open one by one. No, I chewed on them in bulk. And that's clean sodium. I really think there's a difference between pharmaceutical sodium and clean sodium. Okay? And I just realized by me just, like, it was like I couldn't eat enough salt. My body never felt like, oh, you need to drink a bunch of water. But let me eat a thing of Doritos, Lay's chips, some Popeye's chicken. I gotta consume a lot of water. It's like my body, the chemicals that they put on this stuff puts your body in shock of dehydration, and it's like you can never quench your thirst, right? Or let me consume like foods that process into sugars make you thirsty too. So let me eat a bunch of pasta, bread, anything, potatoes, but processed with a bunch of stuff, cooked with a bunch of stuff. It's like you just can't get enough water, okay? And I'm noticing that is pharmaceutical grade sodiums, chemicals, preservatives. Your body is trying to flush that stuff out, so it keeps making you drink, okay? But since I've been on this journey, I'm in phase 5. I'm in week 5. And I'm definitely doing 42 days because 42 days is 6 weeks times 7. So I'm doing 42 days. I'm enjoying it. I like it. My energy is nice. I'm not winded or anything like that. That high level of anxiety or stress or whatever I was going through that tensed up my shoulders has stopped. Okay? Maybe it's the water. Maybe my body was not getting enough water. So that was not giving me enough oxygen. So that was tightening up my shoulders. my shoulder muscles, the muscle that connect between your shoulder, cap, and your neck. That right in there. Oh, that shit was stressful. It was stressful. So yeah, I wasn't getting enough water because I wasn't craving any. I didn't know I had to force myself to drink it. You know what I mean? And I noticed I was just tinkling. But once I started pushing them 4 bottle waters, my bladder would fill up and I would have to pee like 3 times in like 3 hours. Like I would have to pee. And it would be a lot. And it would be a lot. And it was running clear, and I was like, oh, you was dehydrating yourself. Oh, poor baby. Because I wasn't craving anything. I wasn't consuming any chemicals. My body was so relaxed that it didn't have to keep flushing out excitotoxins. Okay? So let's talk about my savory smoothie. Yes, my savory smoothie. So I did the gazpacho with avocado. So gazpacho is like an Italian cold soup that you could put like cucumbers, tomatoes, garlic, onions, shallots, lime juice, lemon juice, salt to taste, oregano. But I did mine different. I did shallot, tomato, cucumber, avocado. I forgot the cilantro, y'all, because it was supposed to be like a gazpacho style guacamole, right? So I did cucumber, tomato, shallots, avocado, lime. And I didn't squeeze the lime. I just chopped the lime in half, peeled the rind off of it, peeled the peel off of it, and just put the whole half a lime in the blender, which was amazing. All the flavors. Why worry about cheating yourself trying to squeeze that lime when you could just use the whole lime, right? And I didn't use no garlic. I used water, and I used pink salt. And I had to do like, I poured the salt in my palm, and I did it once, and I was like, oh, this is a little faint. And then I did another little palm of it and put it in there, and it was delicious. And it was thin, very runny. It was actually more runnier than a banana smoothie that I would drink. But I didn't want to drink it. It tasted so much better with a spoon. It tasted so much better with a spoon, letting that lime and that onion and that salt, well, the shallot hit. Oh, it was just delicious. It was delicious. Yeah. So I'm liking this. Like I say, I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, believe it or not, that runny sauce, that avocado, uh, lime, tomato, shallot, and cucumber, and with the water you blend it up with the salt, that would be nice over any taco. Any taco, any pasta, any shrimp or seafood ceviche. Like, you got tacos, you put that sauce on top, that is delicious. That shallot really brings out the flavor. The shallot and the onion really brings out the flavor. And I bought like 4 avocados, so I'll be able to have me 4 savory smoothies. Delicious, 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 delicious. Like I say, I'm still debating what I want to do. If I'm gonna incorporate a grain, any types of grains. 9 out of 10, it'll be chickpeas and quinoa, because those pass through the easiest. They have the most fiber, and they don't sit in you over 12 hours. No, they pass straight through. So if I had to start incorporating a food, it would definitely just be quinoa and chickpeas. Maybe lentils. Lentils make my stomach right. Like I made a pot of lentils, nothing, just seasoning and lentils and water and a little butter. But I don't know if I'm gonna be consuming butter anymore. I think all the butter in my refrigerator, I'm gonna can it. And I think all the eggs in the refrigerator, I'm going to all the eggs, I'm gonna crack them, whisk them, and put them in Ziploc bags, right, and freeze them. Exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna freeze them. I wish I had the patience to dehydrate them, but I'm just gonna freeze them. Um, and I'm gonna see what else I could throw away. But I gotta get really, 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 really strict. Really strict. I feel better. I feel better. I feel better. And just more energy. More energy. Even though I was eating and I felt like I had good energy, but I felt like it wasn't lasting a long time. But I mean, I don't say this much, but I said I was I was talking to my lower nature. I was talking to my cravings. I was like, "Oh, I rebuke you, devil," but I was actually talking to myself. Yesterday that's why I knew I needed to make that guacamole gazpacho. The savoriness, because all I've been doing was doing the the watermelon smoothie, the strawberry smoothie, the banana smoothie, and my body was like, girl, if you don't get me away from this series of sweetness. Like one day, my spirit, my enemy, threw the banana down, and I was like, okay, we won't do no banana today. I'm like, it was mad. It didn't want me to do a banana. It wanted me to know that my sugar levels, my hypoglycemia was regulated, and that the banana was actually spiking me to use more insulin in my body. So if I didn't put the banana in there, so my watermelon smoothie, I did watermelons, grapes, strawberries, ginger, and lime, right? And my body was letting me know, you're spiking your sugar levels with this banana. Now, I'm not diabetic, but I'm hypoglycemic. If I consume, if my body feel like I need more insulin for the sugar rush, right? And the bananas was giving me like this major sugar rush, right? So all of a sudden, just out the blue, I had opened the banana up. I was about to put it in the cup, and the enemy of my body just slung the banana. And the banana hit the truck floor. No, that ain't gonna work. Okay, like an apple, you could clean an apple off, but a banana is soft. You don't want it hitting the truck floor at all. Period. Unless it would have been my last banana, then I would have been like, oh, we're gonna cut this side off. Okay. But yeah, I'm so proud of myself. So if I only do the 40 days, I got 13 days to go. Okay. If I do the 42 days, I got 15 days to go, which I don't mind. Okay. I'm really thinking about doing it until like October, the first week of October. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And then I was so proud of myself. I went in Walmart and I got the cucumbers, the avocados, the limes, the tomatoes, and I got 2 cases of water. The little 8-ounce waters. And I went up to the register and it said $20.25. No taxes or nothing. Where was I? Illinois? Yeah, I would say Illinois at the Walmart. And no taxes. And I was like, wow. And this is 4 days worth of food. Any other time, I gotta buy big salads. I gotta buy the tomatoes, onions, avocados, olives. Do you know how much olives cost? Especially the olives I want. I want the Clamato olives. I want the black olives. I want all the expensive shit. I want the Whole Food olives. I want all the good shit, right? Even though I eat the cheap olives too, but I like the darker olives. I like melanated foods, rich in natural oils and stuff. And I'm like, and then if I want somebody to eat the salad with me, now I'm buying Parmesan cheese and dressings. And then just on the safe side, I want to keep some ranch in the refrigerator, even though I ain't got to have it. But I want to keep some ranch in the refrigerator for other people that don't eat salads. Like, fuck all that. Okay, fuck trying to make people eat healthy with you. Like, that shit is for the birds. And then I might be craving meat one day or chicken or seafood. Now I'm going to buy like $200 worth of seafood. So me just saying, I'm going to use a banana, some strawberries, some grapes, and water in my smoothie with a lime. And boom, I drank one smoothie today and haven't consumed nothing else but water. Like, do you know how that makes me feel? Go to the store, buy a bundle of bananas, buy a pack of strawberries, buy your 8 limes. Now look, sometimes limes are 25 cents, sometimes they $3, $4. You just got to get your gist, okay? So if limes are $2, $4, you just buy 6, because you don't want to have to go back to the store. You're going to use a lime a day or half a lime a day. So you don't want to have to go back to the store. So you can't just buy 2 limes for $1. No, you got to buy you enough limes for the week, regardless of how much they cost. So if they're for $4, I get 8, okay? Okay, so anyway, and I haven't pooped in 2 days. It feels funny, but hey, I haven't pooped in 2 days. And like I say, when I do poop, it seems like old poop that was stuck in the crevices of the digestion tract is coming out. Because like I say, I examine my poop, and when I examine my poop, it be like these hard clunk balls, like it's old clay from months ago, stuck in the crevices. I haven't started my fiber yet, because when I start my fiber to clean out, that's going to be my meal for the day, okay? I'm not going to go drink a smoothie, and then I'm not going to do the fiber in the morning and turn back around and say I'm going to drink a smoothie. Well, maybe I might have to, I don't know, because it depends on if I just do the plain fiber, or I might just add the fiber to the smoothie. But it depends on if I do the plain fiber or the parasitic cleanse fiber. And I think I need to put that back on my website, the parasitic cleanse fiber. But other than that, yeah. So I think when I get to week 6, I'm going to start doing the fiber. Yeah. And that'll just scrape all the crevices and all the walls and remove any plaque buildup that's sitting inside of, my digestion tract. Big colon, little colon. Gastric area is going to go just squeaky, make everything squeaky clean and remove everything out. That's why if there's any cheese or anything in my refrigerator, I'm getting it out. I think I'm getting the butter out too. I don't need any butter. But I'm going to can it. I'm going to put it in jars and can it, because I never know when I might need it. So I'm going to pressure can it. So when I get home, I'm going to melt all the butter I got, get small jars, and can it. Sure is. Sure is. Trying to think. I've been doing sound healing music too. And now that I'm doing sound healing music, it's like they've come back with the construct. So whereas me going to sleep at night was not a threat, but me listening to high vibrational binaural beats, they started intercepting my dreams with the constructs again, having me dream with people and stuff. And I'm like, now how the hell? I wasn't having no vivid dreams for about 3-4 days. Soon as I decided to listen to binaural beats at a certain frequency, they sent me back to the construct to be around other people. It didn't make no sense. Like, it doesn't benefit me to go in a construct and be around celebrities, famous people, YouTube creators. It does not benefit me to be around these people. Not one bit. It's not lucrative. That's why I say I'm going to keep doing my magic. I'm going to keep doing my spiritual work because I'm about to tax these motherfuckers. Y'all owe me. Y'all have experimented on my psyche, my intelligence, just the way I would carry myself if I was around these people. They have observed me for far too long, and they have not paid me to be a test subject. But you're going to get, the universe is, you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me in this realm with this money, and you're going to pay me in the other realms. That's right. Extracting my consciousness, put me in other bodies, put me in constructs, put me in computers to see how I react around these people. It's not fucking priceless. You gonna fucking pay. It's not fucking priceless. Like, I could be going orbiting, I could be levitating, I could be doing celestial shit, but somehow you're able to interfere with my celestial body and extract my consciousness and put it into another body. And you gonna pay because I didn't consent to that shit. I don't care what I agreed to when I opened this cell phone up. You know, when you have a cell phone, email, computer, you got all these terms and agreements that you never read. I don't give a fuck what that shit say. I didn't agree to that shit. We need a cell phone to keep moving, and you're using your agreements and terms and services to make us agree to shit that's illegal as fuck. That's against our nature, okay? You think I would agree for somebody to extract my construct and put it in a clone? To put it in a robot? To put it in an AI simulation? Fuck no. So yeah, y'all, I mean, like, seriously, to be a test subject, fuck that. Fuck that. Y'all owe me. Ain't gonna pay me in this life, in existence. Surely is. The universe gonna get it. Watch and see. And drop it right there in all my bank accounts. All of them gonna be plush. All of them gonna be full. Surely is. You think you gonna sit up here and keep extracting my consciousness and using me for fucking free? Bitch, you got life fucked up. But anyway, so I love the healing binaural beats, okay? It awakens your body, okay? It awakens your circuitry. Last but not least, I wanted to say something. And this is allegedly, hypothetically, I notice older people can't handle, the white haze in the sky. I'm just going to call it white haze because when you call it what it is, they want to put all this shit on all this Wikipedia shit on your page. Well, anyway, listen to older people. If they say they walk around and their head get dizzy, they walk around this. My grandmother was very strategic when she talked to me yesterday. She said, baby, I be having it on my mind to do it. Then all of a sudden, I get hit with the fog. She said, but cooler weather don't bother me. She said, it's that hot weather, that muggy weather, that damp weather. She said, when it's hazy outside, it's like my balance off. She's not the only older person I know like that. Listen clearly. My mother had to file a claim with the VA about a man that was exposed to high levels of metal, nanoparticle metals, lead, paint. His brain atrophied in the front, his frontal lobe, his which cortex that is in the front. That's the one that helps you to think and be creative, the one in the front. His frontal lobe atrophied because he was exposed to a lot of nanoparticle, lead, paint, aluminum. He used to spray buses, okay, in the military. She got him back pay of like $350,000, okay? Just hear me out. If you research the haze that they're spraying in the air, it has the same chemicals in it that will atrophy your frontal lobe, that will cause your equilibrium to be off. You don't want to clean your ears out. You don't want to get the wax out your ears. You'll think that the crystals in your ears are off balance. You'll think the fluid that runs in the seashell, the snail, you know how a snail is in a circle? Your spirit. Your ears deal with your spirit, that spiral. In your ear, there's a muscle or a bone or a cartilage, something that spirals like a snail. And if those fluids can't move right because of the haze in the sky, right? You're gonna have problems. You're gonna have equilibrium problems. Your balance is gonna be off. And listen, I'm just listening to her because she only could tell you. She can't, when you talking to her, she's very intellectual, very proper, could still play the piano, could still drive, and she's 99 years old, right? So, but when you try to explain something to her, her brain is only one direction. It can't open up to receive the new knowledge. So I just listen to her speaking to me as if I'm a nutritionist, a doctor, and listen to her. Just listen to her and compare what she's saying to other people's lives. There's a possibility that the haze that is in the air is interfering with your brain, your frontal lobe. But because she eats so healthy and she doesn't eat things that have excitotoxins in them and chemicals and pharmaceutical grade drugs in it, she's stronger than most. You know, she probably has less parasites in her brain than most people. That's why she's surviving the way she's surviving, right? Whereas a person that drink, smoke, and stuff may be more acceptable to their brain atrophying in the front. So what's happening, even to young people? Listen, I see people all the time. They get up, they dizzy, they're a little faint. They have certain cravings to cope with this stuff. Y'all, we have to come up with some way to either push this stuff back to the point where it doesn't penetrate our skin. Like they drop so many things. Like if you're in California and you're outside, that stuff will start pinching you. It will start penetrating your skin like fiberglass. So imagine if that's going into your mucus in your nose cavity, into your body. They say that this stuff can go past the blood-brain barrier. So when you listen to your older people say, dang, I got up and I was dizzy and had to sit back down, or I couldn't lean my head over, I had to get back up. And then she said the doctor prescribed her allergy medicine. She calling it allergies, but she ain't sneezing or coughing. She say, it's my nose, it's my ears, it's my nose, nasal cavity. But she ain't blowing her nose, she ain't sneezing, she ain't doing nothing. It reminds me of the pop quiz. You take the pop quiz and those things break off into your membranes. Yeah. It reminds me of the pop quiz. But she's not the only one having a problem. I know several older people who are having a problem, and they don't understand that the white haze, there's a possibility it may be going past their blood-brain barrier. And younger people too. It's like, dang, you eating right, you eating healthy, you doing yoga, you doing exercise, you stretching, you doing Pilates and shit. But all of a sudden, just every now and then, you get this imbalance, this dizziness spell just out the blue. That's because the stuff that's being sprayed, yeah, we're being sprayed like roaches, is crossing the blood-brain barrier. And it's interfering with the frontal cortex. What is it called? Let me see, can I look it up? And it's causing it to atrophy, to shrink, because it's been polluted with foreign metals. They're known on the planet, but they're foreign to the body because the body don't really process these minerals through fruits and vegetables, plants. Okay? So if they're spraying this stuff, do your research. Bring it back. Do the research of being exposed to inhaling lead and it crossing your blood-brain barrier. Do research on aluminum, inhaling aluminum particles and it crossing your blood-brain barrier. What it does to the brain, what it does to your oxygen level, what it does to your body, how your body start regulating its natural functions. Do your research. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist, but I got a right to express the knowledge I've received over the years. That haze is starting to penetrate our blood-brain barrier. And it's important that you start wearing devices that repel that. So if you wear devices that repel it, you should have a clear space around you, and that haze shouldn't be able to fall down on you in your space. You're going to have to come up with something, or you're going to have to start breathing from an oxygen tank because it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And she said it for herself. She said certain days it don't do it. But she said it's like the clouds be outside, but it won't rain. I swear on my life, I swear on my family, she said it. She said it's like the clouds are outside and it won't rain. And when the clouds are outside and it won't rain, she started having all these dizzy spells. She starts stumbling and fumbling. But she say when the sky clear and she can see the sun, she don't have that problem. And then imagine this. Imagine the satellite the cell phone towers, sending out this low-ass frequency and causing that shit to start moving around like payloads, silent weapons. Get with the program, people. Get with the program. There's a reason why my spirit said, baby, I really don't need you eating nothing processed. Don't eat them corn chips. You know, I was just getting the $1.99, $2.99 corn chips with the Spanish lady on it. I am not even gonna call her Mexican because nothing about that picture looked like a Inca or Aztec. Okay, that looked like a Spaniard that came over here and conquered the Aztecs and the Incas. Okay, so anyway, don't eat none of them corn chips. Don't eat none of them flour tortillas. Eat things that pull metals out of the body. A lot of people should be eating tabbouleh. Tabbouleh is partially salad. Or eat you a cilantro salad like chimichurri, not chimichurri. What's that green stuff the Mexicans putting on the steaks now that got the garlic, the olive oil, the cilantro, and some of them use tomato and peppers. Depends on what level of flavor they want it. They chop it up. It's just like tabbouleh, but it's cilantro. Let me see the cilantro salad for eat this. Eat this on everything. Eat as much cilantro and parsley as possible because it's known to help remove, do your research, but in research, it's known to help remove microscopic metal particles. Let me see. What's the name of this? Cilantro sauce for steak. Chimichurri, yeah, chimichurri, that's right. I had it right, chimichurri. So make you some chimichurri and start eating. Just eat it. Don't worry about it being on You can use cilantro too. I'm not talking about cilantro. I'm talking about cilantro. Culantro. So cilantro and cilantro, both of them. Cilantro, and parsley will help keep that cilantro chimichurri sauce and cilantro chimichurri sauce. Use those. They help remove those brain barrier metals from the body. And tabbouleh. Let's see what tabbouleh made of. Tabbouleh. Oh, hold on. Before I look up any more food, let me look up the frontal lobe cortex. Frontal lobe cortex. The frontal lobe cortex is the largest lobe of the brain, located at the front of the head, and is responsible for many capabilities that make humans unique. The frontal lobe cortex is made up of specialized cells and is responsible for many functions, including motor skills. Boom! So if I'm telling you that the haze, the white haze that we're breathing, my grandmother and every other older person I know is having dizzy spells, equilibrium problems, imbalance. It's not their ears. This white haze is going past a blood-brain barrier. So, when that shit is damaged or atrophied, or exposed or infiltrated. You're going to have motor skill problems. It deals with your motor skills, your executive skills. The frontal lobe cortex is responsible for executive skills such as attention, reasoning, judgment, problem solving. She not solving problems like she's supposed to. Creativity, emotion regulation, and fuck you to all the people who say, "Oh, she 99. She's supposed to have a problem." No, she not. If nature was in her favor, she would live to be 120 like she's supposed to. Coherent with the things going on around her. Speech and language, personality. Social behavior, abstract thinking. Primary motor cortex, the supplemental and premotor cortex, and the prefrontal cortex. Damage to the frontal lobe cortex can lead to a variety of conditions, including frontal lobe syndrome, which can impair higher functioning processes such as motivation, planning, social behavior, and language production. And get what she said. You know I done stopped going to church, right? Because my nose and ears and nasal cavity is cloudy. It's bothering me. Yes, because they're spraying us like fucking roaches. And I'm going to leave it there. So hopefully this gets to somebody and able to help somebody. But if we don't come up with a solution to shield ourselves, meaning where we put at least a 3-foot gap of clear air around our bodies, we're going to get damaged bad, y'all. We're already damaged. But if I'm 36, how do you think I'll be processing information at 50 if they continue to spray us? So, yeah, be mindful. Blessings to everybody. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.